Oh, wow!
Oh my God, it's in the ground!
That is beautiful.
This is awesome. This is beautiful. It's giving me goosebumps.
Is this chilies?
Heaven,
Wow.
heaven, 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 heaven.
Today's box of ingredients is really tricky. As much as I love cooking with vegetables, it's always easier to have a protein because that just adds so much fullness of flavour, and more fat also holds flavour on your palate. And the other thing is being able to deliver something that's MasterChef standard.
But no surprise as well, we've got a different box of underbench staples. Some of the regulars have been replaced with vegan alternatives. All the flours, oil and vinegar, they're all the same. But instead of the usual butters, there's vegan salted butter, there's vegetable shortening. Instead of cow's milk, you've got soy milk. And instead of cream, you've got vegan cream cheese. Some nutritional yeast and agar-agar. And instead of eggs, there's aquafaba. Shannon?
So it is literally the liquid from a can of chickpeas. It acts almost identically to egg white, so you can make your marshmallows, your meringues. It's a really great base for mousses. Pretty much it's limitless.
I think making a cake will impress the judges because a cake is something that's buttery and eggy. They're not necessarily going to expect a beautiful, light, airy vegan cake, let alone mixed with all these really cool vegetables. So I'm hoping that point of difference might set me apart today. So the very first thing I want to get started on is my ice cream. So obviously with this ice cream, I don't have eggs to work with. I had a little bit of a play around with this cream cheese and I can feel its thickness. So I know this will work. I'm going for top 4. Like, I mean, I'm vegan. I love cooking vegan food. So yeah, I really want to.
Hey, Po.
Hey, I'm gonna make, you know the curry puffs that we get in Malaysia? I'm doing that pastry, but I'm stuffing it with sweet potato that's been potato. And I'm gonna make a beetroot chili ketchup with it.
Yeah, yum.
But I'm also gonna do a little miniature stir fry, and I'm gonna make seitan.
Are you actually? Are you gonna have time?
Yeah.
I was really hoping someone would do this because this is a method that not a lot of people know about, which is literally making a dough, kneading it under running water until you're completely washing the starch off, and then what you're left with is super high in protein, really good for you. This is hundreds of years old.
Yeah.
It is the beginnings of what have now become meat replacements that are so famous all around the world.
Yeah.
And I am super impressed that you're doing this because this is taking commitment.
Yeah.
I think I am being quite ambitious with my time.
Yes, we've seen that before, as always.
But I want to be in the top 4 today.
Okay.
Seitan is actually pure gluten, and what it does is essentially mimic meat. I'm making the seitan because I'm trying to create something that has the same mouthfeel and the kind of fullness of flavour that meat gives. But it's really time consuming. I have to keep washing that dough over and over until the starch falls away and all I'm left with is that gluten. And I just hope I'm giving myself enough time.
I'm going to be making a dessert using these savoury ingredients. I've eaten at Shannon's restaurant, Smith & Daughters, and I remember having one of her pasta dishes, and I thought that there was lamb on the dish, but it was basically mushrooms that have been dehydrated for a day and then rehydrated back into its form to make it taste sort of like lamb. I'm going to take that inspiration and dehydrate my pine mushrooms and make it into like a crummy kind of type that goes underneath the sorbet. There's a lot of ingredients that I don't particularly cook with a lot, but today is a day to experiment with those ingredients.
Hello, Jess.
Hello.
Now, is vegan your thing?
Vegan is not my thing, but after hanging out with Reese, it's opened my eyes about what vegan food really is. I'm going to be doing a dessert today, so my dish today is basically a caramelized celeriac sorbet. It's got a beetroot apple cider vinegar gel. And then I'm going to be dehydrating some pine mushrooms, and I'm going to dust that and then also fold that in with some more caramelized sugar. And then also I've reduced some aquafaba to make egg whites to make a squeal with some thyme.
You know you've only got an hour to go.
I know. I think MasterChef makes me a little bit crazy. I think anything can really happen in this kitchen, and so far it's worked to my benefits. I'm just hoping today is the day.
Callum, what's cooking?
So I'm going to do some vegan sliders. So I'm going to make a little bread using the aquafaba.
Excellent.
I've got the absolute most beautiful mushrooms in the world. Look at that, these little pine mushrooms. I'm going to cook them whole and make a little beetroot ketchup as well.
The one beautiful thing about today is there's heaps of opportunities there with underbench staples that we can create great flavour for our dishes. Soy milk can make tofu, aquafaba can make meringues and make little crisps. So I'm going to make a skin or a crisp out of it by reducing it down in a pan. It looks super funky when it's cooking. It doesn't really look great. You'd think it kind of would cook like an egg white where it sets, but it doesn't. It sort of steams off and you're left with the pure skin at the bottom. I then add the nutritional yeast salt all over the top as some seasoning. It's cool, eh? Nutritional yeast has this amazing chicken salt flavour to it, but I reckon when you add it to this aquafaba skin, it's going to emulate regular chicken skin.
Hot though, ow.
I'm making the seitan, which is a mock meat made out of gluten that's been extracted out of a water and flour dough.
How did it get to that stage?
Just flour.
And a bowl
Instant
of flour and water. And then just
Rinse it and
rinse
knead
it, rinse it, rinse it, rinse it, rinse it. It's a lot of work.
I'm making the seitan because I'm trying to create something that has the same mouthfeel and the kind of fullness of flavour that meat gives. And I really want to impress Shannon. But this seitan is taking so long to wash. I'm just massaging and wringing, massaging and wringing. I'm having second thoughts about doing this seitan because I haven't even started on my curry puffs. So I leave that and I start my curry puffs. There's 15 minutes left. My curry puffs look beautiful, but I just have Shannon's voice haunting me. Her saying, I'm so happy someone's doing this seitan. And I'm thinking me leaving Shannon disappointed is not going to get me top 4. And I think, oh, yeah, I will do the seitan. So I just wash that gluten like a mad person and I get it nearly there. It's not exactly how I want it, but I know it's going to fry up okay. My pastries are frying away and I'm stir frying my seitan. I'm really glad that I made the seitan today because I get to showcase something that I grew up making. Auntie Kim will be so proud of me, but she'll be like, you should have washed that gluten a bit more. And I'll be like, I didn't have time, lady.
I take the celeriac out of the oven.
It's done.
It's perfect.
Please work, baby, please work, please work.
The celeriac is actually slicing perfectly. The rounds are exactly what I'm after. It's nailing the brief, but I need to stay focused to build my tacos.
They're hot.
They need to be absolutely perfect because I want to be in those top 4 dishes so badly.
Okay, tell us all about your dish, Reese.
So I've made a cake. In the cake, I have olive oil and carrot. On top of that, I made my take on a cream cheese ice cream, and then finished with a beetroot caramel infused with a bit of the thyme and chili.
I don't know how you've done it with that beetroot caramel and the cream cheese. It is almost like strawberry/raspberry feels, and I really, really dig it. Mate, the ice cream is awesome. Like, it is really, really awesome. Both texture and it's got a really interesting flavour as well.
Really love the texture of your cake. The caramel sauce is an absolute ripper. Love the ice cream as well. It's really fantastic. Well done, mate.
That ice cream is so, so good. So when you're done with all this, you can come to my deli and teach my guys how to make this for me. This is just a perfect cake. I mean, the fact that this is almost done is probably a sign of that.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Tracy, let's have it.
Open ravioli of pine mushroom.
Really simple, but impressive.
Sarah Tiong, come on down.
Hi guys.
Hello.
What have you cooked us?
So today I've made a sweet potato paratha with a chili and garlic glaze.
You bring such dynamism to your food when you're cooking well. And, you know, this is definitely a case of that. And I hope that you feel good about this cook because that was delicious.
All right, next up, Callum, bring us those buns.
Everyone keeps talking about my buns. It's most unnerving.
Oh, we're going to be talking about your buns a whole lot.
So what is the dish exactly?
Pine mushroom sliders with a beetroot ketchup.
Look at this. It's so cute.
The Mel-sized slider.
I love small but perfectly formed food. I think it's really fun. And the fact that you made everything from scratch is even more impressive. I'd eat it at a party for sure. Hey Jess, tell us about your dessert, please.
It's called Room for Celeriac. So apart from all the 6 components, you'll find the celeriac in the center. It's made up of a caramel pine nut fudge on the bottom. It's also got the celeriac sorbet, which is made from the cream cheese. It's got the thyme, tuile, also the apple cider beetroot gel, and it's topped off with a caramel powder on top.
Did you get an extra 75 minutes we didn't know about? That's a lot to get done, my goodness.
Let's eat it before it melts, eh?
You're at a stage in your career where the more you cook, the better you are. I think your palate is developing like exponentially every time you walk into this place. That is so challenging, but yet so amazing for you to just go, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do. No one does that. Like, no one does that. There are very few people out there that just go, with that mystery box, there's my plate of food. You should walk back there with so much confidence because that is like a really challenging but really thoughtful and amazing plate of food. Well done, Jess.
Thank you. This dish is literally sensational. It's just such a multi-sensorial experience. It blows my mind that you can conceive of this at your stage in your career, which is still really early days. Good Lord, I have no idea what's coming next for you, but it's going to be amazing. I mean, this is just next level stuff.
What you did with those mushrooms in that dish is just astounding, do you know? And the creativity that went behind what you did just blew my mind.
Khan, bring us your vegan dish. Right, Khan, what's the dish?
I'm going to call it the entire mushroom.
This is a sexy, full-bodied, curvy, earthy lady of a dish because, my goodness, you have managed to just jam so much flavour into this. Just so much body going on here. Couldn't be any meatier.
I've made sweet potato pastry with chili and beetroot ketchup. And then a Buddhist-style stir-fry with seitan and lettuce.
You've really squeezed every second out of that cook, right? Look at this.
Yeah, I was a bit of a precarious cook.
All right.
I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous, it's okay.
I'm nervous.
Would you like Shannon to hold your hands?
That pastry is amazing. Really, really amazing. I could eat all of that, plus another serve. You've done me proud in terms of seitan and showing the country what it is, how you do it, and super impressive.
Thank you so much.
Big, bold flavours here in the pastry dish. The ketchup being my absolute favourite. It's really great. Flaky, flaky pastry. I mean, how you've done that with that butter, I would like the recipe. Thank you. The filling, again, big flavours, but more importantly, it all goes together really nicely.
These two dishes, so contrasting yet so complementary and complete together. I reckon you're right up there with gunning for that top 4 place today.
Thank you so much, guys.
Nothing else, you got a solid forearm workout. You're kneading for 3/4 of the 75 minutes.
Thank you.
Next up, Brendan.
I've made roasted sweet potato dumplings, leek at the bottom with confit garlic in the leek oil and a beetroot sauce.
That dressing, the combination of the oil and that beetroot dye, delicious.
I love the acid in the dressing, really liked that, and the leeks were beautiful.
Who doesn't love dumplings made by Brendan?
I made a garganelli with pine mushrooms and a pangratado.
You've got a good amount of flavour out of everything that you've tried to.
The actual pasta, the texture is beautiful. Definitely something I would eat sitting on the couch.
Thanks, Amelia.
Thank you.
Celeriac tacos, grilled pine mushrooms, and aquafaba skin.
Aquafaba skin. I mean, that crunch just looks super cool. Are you happy with how the cook went today? Because this is your moment, right?
I just enjoy vegetables. I think they're as cool, as delicious, as vibrant, in fact, more versatile than I think a lot of meats are as well. So in my mind, this is the future of how we should eat.
Taco party for 4?
Yep.
All right.
That, perfect.
Thank God.
It is bloody delicious.
Thank you.
What he said.
That's your best yet.
Oh, thank God.
Easily your best yet, mate. It was this big, but it had so much body about it. Like, it was unbelievable how much you packed in there.
You know, 3 words, complete without meat. You know, you find a joy in vegetables and we find a joy in eating your food. That was bloody fantastic.
Perfect. Thank you.
Well done, Simon. Thank you.
Well done, Simon.
Flynn reveals what looks to be a beef Wellington. But, this ain't no beef Wellington. It's a beet Wellington. Oh. It's a vegetarian version. How absolutely clever.
Vegetarian?
But with that cleverness, there's going to be a lot of complexity. It's going to be a lot harder than I thought.
Well, Flynn, that looks incredible. And I have to say, I've tasted this dish and it is deliciously mind-blowing. Get close, get close, get close. You need to. Yeah.
It's a fun one.
Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. It's amazing.
This dish you were preparing when you were on the cover of the New York Times, is that correct?
Yeah. A year ago or so, the beet Wellington was the big thing. Now it's evolved a little more, and this is the more refined version of that dish.
Talk us through it.
This is a beet Wellington. Inside is a beetroot cooked in smoked beet juice with mushroom duxelle around it and some beet grains, and then puff pastry. These are creamed beet greens wrapped in a blanched beet green. This is a roulade made from smoked dates, shiitake mushrooms, and those have been tossed in some miso. And then this is the sauce, which is kind of taken a traditional bordelaise, but anywhere where you would add beef, you add beets instead.
Chloe, you've got this massive grin on your face.
Yeah, it makes me really happy. I could smell it before and it just looks beautiful. Yeah, I'm really excited.
I love beetroot. I use beetroot a lot. I can't wait to get started. Wow.
That beetroot has to be full of flavour and not diluted by water.
It melts in your mouth. It's so soft and tender. It's incredible.
I love beetroot.
There's a lot of finesse that goes into the little ball, and especially the roulade. Rich flavors, but having it to look like that perfect circle.
And even that sauce, look at that. It's just shiny glistening and looks yum.
The sauce, it kind of plays a trick with your mind because it tastes meaty. It's so delicious.
For a vegetarian dish, it is actually hearty. The dish is really, really clever.
Back into line.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How exciting.
First thing I need to do is start on that beet Wellington centre. I have to first smoke 2 kilos of beetroot, which I'll then juice and use that liquid to pressure cook the beetroot centre.
Come on, Heather, you're doing really well. Keep it up.
I get the smoking chips in the oven so they get nice and hot. While that's happening, I can start peeling the beetroots for the smoked stock.
Heather, how are you?
I'm good. I'm going like sync today, so...
You've read the entire recipe?
No.
No? Okay.
Step by step.
It's a lot of reading. It's fine.
Step by step.
We'll leave you with it.
Thank you.
You peeling all right, Heather?
Yeah, peeling quick as I can. It's not easy, is it?
Your wood chips are almost done. You've got like 20 seconds on it.
Once the smoking saucepan has been in the oven for about 5 minutes, we then need to light it all on fire.
Good work, Chloe.
And place the steamer basket with the beetroot into the saucepan over a low heat.
Really nice work, Chloe.
I really love smoking food. I'm a big fan of it. It introduces this really deep, bold flavour to any dish.
Smells wonderful.
Smells good, Heather.
Come on, girls, you've got this. Come on, keep going.
Okay. Once the beets have been smoked for a few minutes, I get my smoked beetroot through the juicer.
Doing really well, Heather. Thank you.
It's time for me to start on my pastry. Tasting Flynn's dish, the pastry was beautiful. It was so light and flaky and buttery, and that's what I want to create today.
Looks good, Heather.
I'm so excited to be making puff pastry today. I'm carrying a photo of my grandma. It's just so ironic because Grandma always made pastries from scratch and she's been a massive inspiration to me growing up.
The pastry looks good. I can see the butter is marbled through it.
That looks unreal, Heather. Keep it up.
Heather's working really, really well. She's probably at the front of the pack at the moment.
Smells amazing, Heather. Nice pace. Keep it up.
I'm feeling so good about this cook today. My Bordelais sauce is reducing and my beetroot centre has been in the pressure cooker for an hour. It's time to start on my beet Wellington assembly.
How long does the Wellington need to cook?
25 minutes. You need to get it in now.
Right. The beet Wellington is the hero of this dish, so it has to be my next priority.
You know why we're coming over, don't you? So we can have a sticky beet at your beetroot. Are you going to test it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We think.
Yeah.
Great stuff. I'm so excited that the beetroot's cooked. Now I need to get it cooled down before I can start the assembly.
Rough square. I get my beetroot leaves and I lay that out. I spread over my mushroom duxelle. The beetroot center has cooled down enough, so now I can actually wrap it in the pastry.
Go, 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 go.
Come on.
Once I wrap it up in pastry, I have to bake it for 25 minutes. And once it's nice and golden, I'm gonna cut out a perfect piece for plating.
Come on, Teresa.
Faster.
I know. I'm a bit uncoordinated.
It's really important for my pastry to be the right thickness. I know that Flynn's was quite thick, so I roll mine out to how thick his calls for.
Okay, seal it off, put it in the oven.
Yes, Matt.
Make sure you seal it, seal it. Remember, it's the steam inside that's going to make it delicious. Good girl, come on, motor. 5 minutes left. Come on. Let's go. Come on, Heather, stop getting stuff on the floor.
Get it out. You don't have time.
I only have 5 minutes left on my cook. I just don't have any more time. I've got to start plating. I reach in, I grab that beet Wellington.
Looks good, Teresa.
I look at it, actually it's perfect.
Oh, woo!
One thing about Flynn McGarry's dish was that beet Wellington was perfectly sliced on the plate. So I want to make sure that this main component looks good on my dish.
Take your time. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, looks good, Teresa. Beautiful.
I'm actually so relieved. It looks crispy, it's well cooked, and to think that a 17-year-old came up with this recipe is just mind-blowing.
This is why we call it a pressure test. Don't give up till the end. 3 minutes to go. Come on.
That looks sick. It's so good.
Careful. Careful, Heather.
I really wanted to have more time than this to plate up.
Let's go, Heather.
I still have to get the beet Wellington, the glazed green ball, the date roulade, the Bordelais sauce all on the plate, and I'm running out of time. I have to get this plate looking right.
Nice, Heather.
Good job, Heather. The sauce, Teresa.
10 seconds.
I can hear 10, 9, and I look down at my plate. The pastry looks a little messy. That's not good enough.
6, 5.
I cut the other slice, and I'm like, quick, get it on.
2, 1.
And I'm done.
That's it.
Taste the smoke on the date, which just makes the dish for me.
Yeah. She really nailed the sauce, which is such a big part of the dish. The seasoning's right on it. It's got a really good depth of flavor and pretty delicious.
Yeah. For me, it's not about the Wellington. My focus, my attention is drawn to all the other elements of the sauce, which is wonderful kind of sweet balance. Love the smoke on the date. And there's some crispness there too around the outside where she pan-fried that cylinder of date mushroom, which is just absolutely wonderful.
I think that little ball of beet leaves is going to be an afterthought, you know, and I think never again will I leave the beet leaves in the crisper drawer for later. That was such a big hit of richness of such a small ball. It is brilliant.
Give us a little insight. What are you doing first?
Juicing the sorbet now, like the cucumbers.
Nice.
Gonna blend the lemon verbena through it.
So prioritise the list of importance, okay, and double question yourself as well. Make sure.
Yep,
okay.
absolutely.
Good man.
Sure.
I know I'm confident with desserts. I know I can make this work, but knowing I'm competing against John and how much talent he has, so I know that I need to nail a dish today. I grabbed the lemon verbena leaves from the garden, and I'm just gonna grab a little bit of my juice and put that into a blender and just liquefy that. So then that will go through my sorbet.
Nice.
How are we doing?
Do you want to try that? That's the sorbet.
Definitely, definitely.
So lemon verbena cucumber. I've actually just froze some and put some a granita as well for garnish.
Love that. Delicious.
Gordon's really liking the sorbet syrup.
Nice. Keep it going.
So I know I'm on the right track, so I need to get that now into the churner.
I'm going to do a potato mille-feuille. It's puff pastry, custard, layered up. I'm going to use the potato as the cream and the potato crisp as the pastry. I'm competing against Samira, and I'm really hoping that the judges get where I'm coming from with this dish. I grabbed some prunes and some preserved orange, and I think, awesome, this will really bring out the potato flavour. I'm trying to stay under Gordon's radar, hoping that he just skips over me completely.
You can't use canned fruit, by the way. You know that, right? No fruit.
At all.
Joe, I'm telling you.
Prunes?
No fruits. It's a vegetable challenge, and they must be sent to stage.
I feel like an idiot.
Not too late to change your mind. Right, Joe.
I've got potato cream and potato crisps, and that's not enough for a dish. I'm thinking I need something sweet, something textural, but really high acid. And I'm looking at the vegetable table. Ginger. Ginger's hot. It's spicy. It's gonna lift the dish.
Joe, what are you doing now?
I'm gonna make ginger granita.
Ginger, you can use vegetable root. Please, no fruit. Good. So you can put them in there.
Yep, and then wrap it with the shaved cucumber.
I want to feature this cucumber as much as possible, so I've decided to use it as a casing in a way for a cannelloni. So what I'll be doing is wrapping the mousse with the cucumber shavings.
The 3 pins up for grabs. 30 minutes to go. Let's go. Come on.
To make the ginger granita, I've got the whole piece of ginger, skin and everything. A lot of heat is in the skin. I pop it into the juicer. I top it up with a little bit of water just to dilute the heat. And then I pop it into the blast chiller. I'm stoked.
Fascinated with this mid-foil dessert. Fascinated. Why potatoes? That is a bold move.
Because everyone knows how to cook this or can get their hands on it. So.
And how are you cooking the potatoes?
I've soaked them, I've dried them off, I'm going to fry them, and that's my pastry.
Now, are they dusted with powdered sugar? Is there cinnamon sugar? Rosemary sugar.
It's not a fruit.
Sounds amazing.
I'm replacing the pastry element of this dish with potato crisp. It's a bit scary because these crisps has to be lovely and crunchy.
As the vegetables need to be front and center, I want to feature this cucumber as much as possible, so I've decided to use it as a casing in a way for a cannelloni. I'm shaving really thin slices of cucumber, and that's going to be my wrapping around my mousse.
How is that? Yeah, really beautiful. So, is there a way, okay, of getting the cucumber, peeling it gently, and taking those first slices off there without the seeds? Because what's in the seeds? So what happens to water when it breaks down? It starts to run out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just so you've got no seeds, and I think then it's almost like a perfect cigar, yes?
Yep.
This comes off, young man, and you may have one of the most exciting desserts a vegetable has ever seen.
I'm now wrapping my mousse, and I want it to look really pretty, but it's so nerve-wracking because it's so delicate, and I'm shaking a little bit, but I'm getting it done, so it looks really pretty.
Potato, ginger, and rosemary.
That is so wonderful. The heat of the ginger and the granita against the cool of the ice is unbelievable. Those potato chips are super thin, super crisp, lightly dusted. I just love it.
Maybe people at home are going, potato chips, are you serious? But the potato chips are so light. They're almost like a crostoli, but the thinnest possible sheet of pasta you could possibly imagine.
And it's vegetables. That was the whole idea of the challenge, and that the idea of using potato as a dessert is delicious.
Ooh. Two very pretty dishes.
Cucumber and lemon verbena sorbet with yogurt mousse.
Is that bronze funnel on that dish?
It's a cannelloni. Is that cucumber or...? Yeah. Cannelloni with cucumber with yogurt mousse. That's very clever.
Fantastic combination.
Wow. Oh. What a beautiful combination. That really super cold cucumber sorbet against that yogurt mousse, the freshness of the roll of the cucumber. There's a real herbaceousness and a slight bitterness from some of the flowers in there. It's a thoroughly modern, thoroughly beautiful, and thoroughly well-balanced dessert. It's not too sweet.
I love the lemon verbena in the sorbet. It's really delicious. On its own, the sorbet can be quite sweet, but when you connect it with the yogurt and the cucumber, it's just like bang.
Loved the sorbet, loved the little cannelloni with the yogurt mousse inside. It's very clever.
3, 4, 5, 6. As soon as I hear that it's a vegetarian feast, I just get this idea, I get this inspiration for carrots. And, you know, I love roasted carrots with this spicy kind of flavour with it. First job I need to do is get on to prepping my carrots. Aram immediately assists me with cleaning those carrots. That's perfect. Yeah. Scrub it, just all the grit off. They need to be cleaned really, really well and then roasted with enough flavour so that the final product is this beautiful caramelised carrot that's just crunchy but also soft. I'm marinating the carrots in orange juice, honey, garlic, shallots and a bit of thyme. Leave it to sit in that marinade for about 15 minutes, and then I'll chuck them into a hot oven to roast. Right now, I've got my yogurt waiting to be minted, so I've got my pepper sauce to be done. So the harissa just needs to have all the elements, the roasted garlic, the caramelized onions, and the chili peppers all in there, and it's gonna blitz up. It's gonna be awesome. Harissa is this beautiful tomatoey, capsicum-y, spicy kind of chili paste from Morocco, and it just works really, really well against the sweetness of carrots. These are perfect. Thanks, Carly. Yep.
I hold dumplings very close to my heart, so I'm really excited that I get an opportunity to make them today. Hey, Cal, do you want to taste these?
Do you want to add a little bit of salt? Just like pure, yeah, salt.
I have made these mushroom pot stickers before. The miso caramel's a new thing, but I know they're delicious, and mushrooms take on a beautiful flavour. They can taste quite meaty at the same time, so I think it'll be a really great thing to give meat lovers.
So right now I'm peeling extremely hot eggplants. They've got a really nice smoky flavour on them. They'll be really nice, but they're freaking hot. So I'm just trying to get all the black bits off without burning my hands too much.
The smoky eggplant dip is one of those key things of Mediterranean, Middle Eastern sort of food, so it's really going to help tie all of those flavours together.
Currently, I'm working on the harissa-styled sauce for my carrots, and it's got quite a kick at the moment. Currently, a spoonful of that, it blows your head off, but I love it. I love it. It's got to have spice. We've got to have some liveliness in here. Woo! To counteract that spicy harissa, I'm doing a minted yogurt. It's going to provide acid and freshness just to knock back that heat. Carrots are out of the oven. I've just done further caramelization with some honey on the stovetop, and they're looking awesome. Look at the colour of that.
And these carrots are fantastic.
Thank you so much.
They look like steaks.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Lovely.
Awesome, thank you so much. Yotam is a legend, and just to have him enjoy the food I'm putting up, that's incredible.
These are the yogurt flatbreads, so these ones are a little bit softer and fluffier. Absolutely going to get them done.
Eloise has finished the flaky flatbreads and gets onto the yogurt-based flatbreads.
Samuel, do you want the halloumi in big chunks, or do you want to cut it in small bits?
Triangles?
Triangles.
Triangles. We're plating up now. Everything's looking beautiful. It's all coming together exactly how we planned. Yeah, that's hell yeah. Everything's coming together.
These little finishing touches can make all the difference. 2 minutes to go. Come on!
Come on, guys, let's go. Get it on the plate. We really have a feast on our hands with the roasted cauliflower, the beetroot kibanea, the mushroom pot stickers, grated carrot dish, the sugar snap pea dip with the flaky and yogurt flatbreads. On top of that, we've got the eggplant dip and the sweet potato crisps.
Come on, guys, let's go. Really got to move, really got to move.
Yes, Kellen.
Green team, we're going to push now, push right to the finish line.
The last few minutes in the kitchen are absolutely hectic.
Our 9 dishes have almost come together now. We just need to start plating. We have a great Middle Eastern spread with some pickled vegetables, some mushroom and goat cheese tarts, a roasted carrot dish with harissa, a fennel salad with a miso dressing, a Hellenic salad, grilled halloumi with plum compote, 2 dips, and our Moroccan flatbreads to tie it all together.
We want a feast that'll make the carnivores smile!
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up.
Yotam says that you eat with your eyes, and looking at these dishes on the table, I'm really, really happy with them. There's colour, there's contrast, there's texture, there's flavour. It's beautiful. Welcome, guys. It's just starting up the other end, so there's the carrot dish with nuts and grains. Next to that is the sugar snaps, mint and pecorino. There's some sweet potato chips, beetroot kibbeh with a roasted cauliflower puree and a yogurt sauce. In the middle is a saffron roasted cauliflower with a preserved lemon yogurt. Flaky flatbread. There's a yogurt flatbread, mixed mushroom dumplings served with a miso caramel. There's the smoky eggplant as well. Looking at these dishes on the table, I'm really, really happy with them. There's colour, there's texture, there's flavour. There's only a couple of concerns I have. The carrot dish was a bit of a gamble, but hopefully the flavours are there and it all comes together. We also had an issue with the yogurt flatbread. Life's too short to live with regrets, so I don't regret putting the yogurt flatbread on the menu.
Well, Yotam, you asked both teams to impress the carnivores with an amazing feast.
Meat lovers like eating, right? So you wanted to see this abundance at the table.
So this is the blue team's vegetarian feast?
Yep.
I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I'm loving the colours.
Are you missing the meat?
Not at all.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Guys, can we get stuck in?
I do like these dumplings, though.
Dumplings are good.
Yeah.
Have it in the sauce.
Dumplings are really good.
Yeah.
Those pot stickers are like meat. I think I'm eating, you know, something that's got, you know, mince or something in it.
You know, the carrot salad's just pretty soft, it's very sweet, there's unexpected textures. You know, when you dig in, you find the pine nuts, the quinoa, the yogurt, it's just yummy.
It's great. I love the herbaceousness of the of that snow pea dip with the bite of the pecorino. Delicious.
Sweet potato chips, you go, really, do you need them? But actually, they're a nice little textural break.
Very nice. You take one of them, put it in the baba ganoush, and you're happy.
Yeah. The beetroot kibbenaya is a real surprise.
Yeah.
It's great.
It really delivers the kibbenaya.
Well, the texture does feel like meat, chopped up meat, which is what, you know, traditionally it is.
And that eggplant dip, I mean, it doesn't look that great, but it's all about the flavors, and those were fantastic.
I love the flaky bread. For me, that's so much better than that yogurt bread. Mine's a bit doughy.
The yogurt bread is not properly cooked.
No.
Overall, and it's going to come down to, I think, two great feasts.
Yeah.
What are the negatives that the blue teams put up? But, I mean, there's not a lot.
Shall we get the green team's efforts in?
Let's get them in. Our dishes today pop off the plate. They're full of colour, full of excitement, and it's exactly what Yotam and the other judges asked for.
Thank you everyone for joining us. We have today a roast fennel, beetroot, orange and burnt miso salad. Over here we've got smoky eggplant dip with pomegranate. We've got some smoked goat's yogurt and mushroom tarts. In the middle we've got a Hellenic grain salad. On the orange dish in the middle there we've got some halloumi with a plum compote. The little bowls are some pickled radish and carrot, some roast carrots over there with some pepitas, a harissa dressing and a mint yogurt, and then another dip at the end, roast beetroot, smoked labna, which is a strained yogurt, and some hazelnuts, and a Moroccan flatbread for your dips as well. Thank you very much and enjoy.
Brilliant ideas and the execution. I couldn't have asked for any more. I think we did a super job today.
Well, here's the green team spread, and look, I'm excited because I love the look of this roast carrot salad with the harissa yogurt. That looks spectacular.
I mean, I'm looking at the fennel and going, yeah, braised fennel with that lovely roasted beetroot, and we know that orange and burnt miso dressing is delicious.
So good when we tried it, yeah.
This bread doesn't look cooked very well.
No.
Look at that. Look, it looks really a little raw on one side, burnt on the other.
They could have given us something a little bit more cooked.
What do you reckon about the Hellenic grain salad? Judge, you're famous around the world for your Hellenic grain salad.
I think they've done a really good job with it. I think it looks really fantastic, and I can't wait to taste. Let's do it.
What do you think, Yotam?
I love the tarts.
The mushroom tarts, I'm going to finish it off. I just think they're so light.
They're perfect for meat lovers, right?
You know what I love? The carrot salad with the harissa.
That homemade harissa is absolutely delicious. That is a standout dish.
The baba ganoush is pretty good, and I love the grain salad. Again, it's got a nice balance of acidity and sweetness and crunchy grains. You want the grains to be crunchy.
I'm not a mushroom fan. The pot stickers have been amazing.
I'm a big fan of the carrots. Those are my absolute favorite.
The carrots, I love the carrots so much, I'm going to keep the stems as souvenirs.
And I've just thoroughly enjoyed, I guess, a vegetarian meal of great proportions for the first time in my life.
I'm not going to become a vegetarian, but I'm going to eat more vegetables.
Stand by, because there's another twist to come.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. 10 of your diners on both teams are vegetarian. So you now need to make sure that 10 of your entrees, mains and desserts are suitable for vegetarian.
Okay. Yep. Good. Yep.
There are 10 vegetarian diners. Sorry, let me just recap our menu. Seafood bisque, king fish. There is nothing that a vegetarian can eat there. We have to come up with brand new dishes.
Get your teams together, make a new plan, and off you go.
Okay, thank you.
All right, best of luck.
Guys, we just got a dietary. 10 veggies.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Team, listen up. Brown team, listen up. There's another twist. 10 of our diners are vegetarian.
We've already had one twist, but now I have veggie options too.
10 diners veggie.
Sarah says we need to now serve a veggie option. I just look at Tessa. I don't know how we're gonna do this.
We can do this. This is achievable. I just need my team to rally together.
There's so much to do. I don't think I've ever been this stressed in a team challenge before. Oh my God. I am freaking out.
Everybody, you have 30 minutes to go. Make them count.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
You need a whole new main for veggie.
There's another twist. We have 10 vegetarian diners. We need a new entree, a new main. We can do this. This is achievable. I just need my team to rally together.
Let me just go in there and have a look around. I can have a look for some veggie
Come with
stuff.
me.
Okay, let's
Come
go.
with, let's go. Okay. We've got an ace up our sleeves. Simon's on my team.
These turn me on.
Yep.
If we could roast some of these up.
Love.
I'm taking over the vegetarian mains, so we're going to do these beautiful purple cauliflowers. We're going to blanch them off and pan fry them, base that in some agrodolce sauce, which is like a raisin-based vinaigrette, and then finally we'll do a cashew cream.
Nice. The vegetarian twist, I feel like everyone's been in the industry for long enough that it's something that we deal with every day, so I've done it really fast.
I think it's just a really smart move to kind of use some of the prep we've got for the tuna dish for the vegetarians. So we're going to try and cross over as many ingredients as we can. So the tuna, we're actually going to cook off some of the really beautiful asparagus in some butter. Serve that with creme fraiche, some crispy saltbush and some finger limes.
With our vegetarian main, we're going to do a beautiful whole roast pine mushroom and with little crispy gnocchis as well.
I'm just cooking up the asparagus for the veggies now.
For our vegetarian entree, we're using the same elements except for the tuna, of course, and instead we're substituting that with asparagus.
Is that all right with the plating? That's
Yeah,
where you want it?
perfect, yeah.
Okay.
Service, please. Thank you.
Both our entrees are ready to go.
And it feels bloody awesome. I think we've done fantastically recovering from that twist.
I think the entree tastes beautiful and it looks stunning. I'm really happy with the way it's turned out.
Hey, Team Grey, so proud of you guys.
Thanks, Poe.
Oh, hello.
Thank you very much. Asparagus with creme fraiche and finger lime.
If I was given a choice, and I don't say this very often, but I'd probably head down Veggie Lane with this one. I think it's a really smart dish. The apple and the asparagus, something that I wouldn't think, oh yeah, let's do that, but I think it works really well here.
That apple has done wonders in that dish because you have that beautiful charred asparagus. The textures are lovely, but it's really balanced the acidity with the fattiness.
Yeah, I think the apple just gives it a nice little zing.
Well, obviously, the vegetarian option has to be just as good as the other option on the menu, and in this case, it is.
In this case, it's better.
The veggie dish is looking good. I'm really happy with them, contrasting in colours. We've got a pan-fried cauliflower, roast cashew tarator, and there's also a beautiful fattiness in this agrodolce as well. I hope I've nailed the element when it comes to going up against meat dishes.
And the vegetarian course is pan-fried cauliflower, cashew cream, and agrodolce.
Who took over on this, Simon?
Simon.
There's one thing I'll say for Simon is he knows his way around vegetables. It's a great dish. What makes it is this amazing cashew emulsion that's going on here. Yeah, I think The longer that this one plays in your mouth, the better it is. The cashew just sings and sings and sings, and then the sweetness starts to come through with those little currants. I think he's done really well in the time that he had to get something up as good looking as that.
In round 2, we've got to cook the best dish we possibly can, featuring one of the unusual flavour pairings. I'm going to go the mustard and mint path.
Are you roasting the cauliflower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a mustard roasted cauliflower. I'm going to do mint chutney and fresh mint leaves over the top with a mustard dal as well. So instead of worrying about technique, trying to be fancy, just do something that's going to taste bloody delicious.
There's a chef in Adelaide who makes a dal butter, and it's basically you make a dal, cook off your aromats, cook your lentils, but then puree it and you add butter. I'm going to use mustard as well. I've actually recreated it at home, cooking it for my wife, and she loves it. With a newborn baby, you can't do the usual go out at a restaurant. So I love to cook something special at home.
Hey, Callum, you're going veggie. How is your dish
Hello,
coming
Mel.
together?
I think it smells good. I think it's going to taste good. I think it's going to have mint and mustard in it, which is a good start. So,
You know, with all good South Asian food, you need to keep tasting as you go.
absolutely. Thanks for the help, Mel.
Yeah.
1 minute! Come on, guys! Let's go!
Beautiful, Poe.
Yes, Poe, well done. Nice, Poe.
I ticked through my checklist and it's all ticked off. Everything I want at the start of the dish is on there. I'm actually really happy with the dish, and hopefully I've done enough to hero the mustard and mint. Walking this dish into the judges, I think this dish is not only something I'm proud of cooking and I think is really delicious, but I think it reflects my style of cooking quite well. Because it's inspired by something I cooked for my wife as well. I don't think I could have done any more.
Hey, Callum.
So it's my mustard and turmeric roasted cauliflower with a dal mustard, smoked yogurt, and a mint and ginger chutney.
What's the fascination here in terms of flavours?
New Year's Eve this year, actually, my wife and I cooked each other a 6-course meal. We had a newborn baby at home, so you can't do the usual go out and have, a few drinks and whatever. So we're like, let's just have the best time we possibly can in. And I did a tartare dish that had the dal butter on it. And for some reason, when I saw the mustard and the mint, I kind of thought of that dal mustard butter.
Very cool.
Thanks, Callum.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you, Callum.
I'm looking forward to tasting it.
Just want to point out your plate, mate.
That's easily the best cauliflower I've had in years. Brilliant cooking.
Packing as much flavour as he did into that dish, with nothing being overpowering and it just being beautiful and harmonious and a real joy to eat. That's the best food he's cooked yet.
I'm going to cook this half of the cucumbers, char the others. I'm multitasking like no tomorrow. I'm going to try and knock out as many elements as I can to hero this cucumber.
Right, how are they looking?
Good. I really like them.
Great.
I think charring cucumbers, everyone would have been like, what? But they're so delicious and tasty.
Chloe!
Yes, George?
Pickles in here?
Yes, right there.
Yeah. Like these ones here, that are facing up, are going to not get penetrated.
Yeah.
You've got to make sure everything's the same.
Yes, George. How many ways that you can do cucumber? I think, tonight, I think you realise that you can do so much with a cucumber. I'm really excited to see how this dish is going to come together.
Come on, Chloe. Go for it. Move.
I think my cook is going okay. I've got 3 of my elements on the go. Today I'm making charred broccolini with a red capsicum and cashew sauce. Yes! My sauce is on the go, and I've got to move back to my broccolini now. It's the hero of my dish. I need to make sure it's perfect and I don't waste anything.
How you going with the broccoli?
We've got the raw leaves, which I'll have some raw, and then I'll have some deep fried, so we've just got a little bit of crunch on it as well. With the peelings from my broccolini, I'm going to deep fry them and make them into little broccolini chips.
How are you going to cook the broccoli, that centre broccoli?
I want it to be charred.
Yeah, okay, so you're going to blanch it first?
Yeah, I'm going to quickly blanch it. With the broccolini today, I'm blanching them in batches of 8 so I don't miscount.
You need to then drain them, and
Yes.
I wouldn't wait. I'd start barbecuing them, yeah?
Okay. I feel like I've really got a system going right now, and I know that the broccolini will just all be cooked to the right consistency.
That's great. That's fantasy. Boom. Right, let's go, Chloe. Keep moving.
My dish is a cucumber salad. All my cucumber elements on the go. But I need an extra depth of flavour. So I'm thinking I can do a smoked labna just to give a little bit of a meaty feel. It's really important that there is a smoky element of this labna.
Remember to stir it so it goes right through the flavour, yeah?
It's going to just get some sweetness out of the dish and give it some power.
I've got a hero celeriac. I'm really feeling the time pressure to get these fondants out. I'm feeling a bit behind, but I really need them to be perfect.
Then you can go through and tidy them up.
Harass the edge.
What do you do?
Arras.
Harass?
It's arras.
What?
It's a building term.
Is it?
Yeah.
In the building game, you arras the sharp edge off a piece of timber. But today I'm going to arras the edge off my celeriac fondants.
I never knew that.
Taking the edge off.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. I love how you're using your building knowledge. I knew I liked you, Ben.
Yeah, see, there you go, mate.
I think George was quite impressed with my building terminology being brought into the kitchen.
Top job, brother.
Mate. And he could probably start using that in his own kitchen.
You threw butter in there?
Yes.
Great. Good, good. Doing well.
The fondants are looking fantastic. And now I'm going to get back to my puree.
Now the pressure's definitely on. I've got to get 40 plates up, then they've got to look exactly the same. For my cucumber salad, I place a charred cucumber into the centre and put a few of the pickles around the cucumber, pipe dots of the labna and sesame paste.
That's it, beautiful.
I then top it with some seaweed skins, sprinkle over some of the crumb, some of the dill sprigs and some granita.
Great, great. Looking amazing.
I really like the flavours. I've given a little bit of a spin on, the cucumber, and I'm hoping that I impress tonight. Service, please.
Looking amazing. Right, 8 more plates, yeah?
Thank you very much.
Thank
Oh
you.
my. Well, this is Chloe's dish. She had cucumber as her ingredient. I love it. I love the fact that you can see all the elements of the cucumber on the plate. The skin, the seed in the middle, and the cucumber itself.
Yeah, things that pop are the labna and the grilled cucumbers, and there was little sesame seeds and granita on top. It looks really pretty, doesn't it?
Very, very good. And a real degustation opener, isn't it?
Yeah,
Fresh,
absolutely.
light, a real palate starter.
I love that. I think it's really delicious. I love that skin that's been compressed with the soy sauce. Delicious. What a great way of using the skin rather than chucking it in the bin.
Absolutely.
And then you get lovely pickly flavours, you get grilled flavours, and really you could just say it's just cucumber.
I love the fact it's a minimum waste dish, which is great. I don't think what we're expecting is the punch that the smoked labna gives it, and there's a real oomph of smokiness there. A very different flavour to perhaps what you'd expect. I think that's what makes this dish such a success.
Nice start.
Service, please.
Chloe's doing an awesome job with the first course.
Thank you.
Chloe's almost done, and it's going to be almost my turn to serve, and I'm really worried that I'm not going to have enough time.
Quicker, Khan. Quicker, Khan. Yes, George.
I need to move on to my capsicum and cashew sauce. I've got the roasted red peppers, shallots, some garlic, some coriander, raspberry vinegar, some cashews, and also heaps of oil.
Khan, come on, man. Yes, George. Let me taste. It's yummy. You like it? You're happy?
Yeah, I'm happy. It's yummy.
Great. Right, you need to hurry up. You're to the wire. Yes, George. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go. Quicker, Khan. I'm not going to let you fall behind. Yes, George. Let's go. Come on, faster, faster, faster. Yes, George. All the same. Everything the same standard, yeah?
Yes, George. I can't believe that I've done all of this by myself. I'm pretty proud. I've got the roasted capsicum sauce. I've got some deep-fried broccolini peelings, some charred broccolini, some currants, and also some pepitas.
It's looking bloody good. You hear me?
Thank you, George.
I mean, your flavours are bang on.
I don't know if I've done enough to win me the top spot today, but I'm really happy with my flavours. I think it's really delicious. Service, please.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Service. Let's go.
Oh.
Oh, great. Smell nice?
Smells roasty and toasty.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. Another dish that I like, I really do. I'm scraping my plate clean because that cashew and roasted capsicum sauce underneath is so rich and so packed full of flavour. It just really makes that roasted broccolini just jump off the plate.
Yeah, look, I love it. I love the fact that he's used the broccolini leaves here. Both look like fried and also steamed, which is great. It's not being wasted. And there's a pronounced char on the broccolini, which is great and makes those two parts of the vegetable seem very different.
Yeah.
Great use cashews. What a
really
wonderful
lovely.
creamy nut to use. Roasted like that.
Stressful being the next one to serve the plates up.
Ben, come on, man. Let's go.
That's George.
I'm feeling a bit behind, and knowing that I've got to get 40 out is really weighing heavily on my mind.
Ben, hurry up.
Yes, mate.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yes.
Come on, you can do it, bro.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
You can do it.
Only one dish is going to be safe from elimination, and I need to just keep pushing forward.
Call service. Come on.
Service, please.
Let's go, service. Excellent. Next state, next state.
Yeah.
Third course.
Oh, that looks great.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
I like that a lot. Wow. I'm looking forward to this.
Nice work, Ben.
Let's hope it delivers.
I think the flavours are absolutely delicious. That little bit of date and the sweetness against the natural sweetness of that caramelised celery is brilliant. The butter is fantastic.
The first mouthful, I was like, yes, delicious. But then, you know what's really weird? I think maybe as delicious as that caramelised celery puree is, it's just a little bit thick. You know, kind of, really...
buttery.
It's kind of sticky. It's on the roof of your mouth. Whereas if you just lightened that up a little bit, maybe added a bit of water or stock when he was blending it, I think it'd be a bit easier to eat. But, I mean, I'm being really picky. I'm being really picky.
I agree with
because
you.
I like it.
This was the vegetable dish where there was something missing.
Yeah.
The other two vegetable dishes definitely they've been the full box and dice.
Yeah, I agree.
Service, please.
I'm really happy with the ingredients that I chose. With my $20, I'm going vegetarian and just really highlight one element.
Let's go into these carrots.
So I'm going to make a carrot salad, which is carrot done 7 ways. I'm doing a roasted carrot puree. I'm cooking the Dutch carrots in some carrot juice, carrot biscuit, some roasted carrot tops and some fresh carrot tops, as well as some fresh carrots and a carrot and whey caramel. I'm going to try and be really creative and step outside of my comfort zone. I know only using one element in my cook is a risk, but I think it'll be worth it.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi there, how are you?
How are you?
Yeah, good.
What have you picked?
I'm going to do a carrot salad.
Lovely.
Yeah, so I've got some Dutch carrots.
Yeah.
I'm making a roasted carrot puree.
Yep. What is that? Milk?
Cream cream and milk.
Washes flavour
Washing all
away.
the flavour away.
Washes the flavour, okay.
I love the idea of a carrot salad, but the intensity is when you eat that carrot, so...
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, and at the moment, not really,
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, I know
going...
what you mean.
Oh, my God, it's going to make you weak at the knees. We want to be weak at the knees today.
Now you're under pressure, Sarah.
I'm doing a carrot salad.
I'm using every part of the carrot. I'm using the skins, the carrot top, and I'm pureeing them. Because I'm only using carrot, I need to make sure that there's enough carrot flavour in all parts of my dish.
So carroty.
I've done my carrot puree and roasted off my carrot tops. Now I'm moving on to my third element and doing my carrot caramel. I've used carrot juice instead of water in my caramel. I just wanted to step outside of my comfort zone. It's a chance to, you know, experiment and step outside of your box. Hopefully I'll have enough time to get everything on my plate.
I'm making pear and ricotta ravioli with the sage burnt butter and a crispy prosciutto. Now my pasta's ready, it's time to put the filling together. So I grate the pear, and I know I need to extract as much of the water as I can out of the pear because when I mix it with the rest of the filling, it needs to be as firm as possible. I know my pasta's good, so I need to make sure that my pear and ricotta filling, you know, has good flavour. I'm hoping I get tasted. I know I've got slightly unusual flavours, but if I nail it, then I might have a chance.
I'm really happy. I think it's delicious, so there's a lot of carrot flavour in there, and hopefully I'll get tasted today.
It's a pear and ricotta ravioli with the sage burnt butter and prosciutto crumb.
Certain concerns, I think, about the pear, whether it would be soft enough. Did you try one? Are you happy?
Yes, I did. I was very happy.
Presents beautifully.
Thank you.
It's weird. I keep eating that and looking up thinking, you know, Aldo or Gina are going to be in front of me, but you are. You should be very proud of yourself because that is a cracking bowl of pasta.
Oh, thank you, George.
It's really full of flavour.
You've been really clever with the fillings. The pear has still got some texture, which is nice. It reminds you you're eating pear rather than a mousse. Love it.
Agree. And if I had the choice, Janine, I'd eat the whole lot. I think it's delicious. Well done.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so happy my dish is going to be tasted. I'm not sure how the judges will feel about it, but even though there's no protein in it, I absolutely love it.
Nice surprise?
Yeah.
Tell us what it is.
It's a carrot salad. I've done carrots 7 ways. Roasted carrot puree, Dutch carrots in some carrot juice, carrot biscuit, some roasted carrot tops and some fresh carrot tops, as well as some fresh carrots and a carrot and whey caramel.
Jeez, our eyesight's going to get better after we eat this.
We're hoping it delivers.
The danger is when you use one ingredient, the flavours, it becomes just monotone. But you've done it brilliantly. By roasting the carrots, you change their flavour. By giving raw carrot, reminds us of what the carrot really tastes like. And then when you get that lovely soft texture of carrots with the coriander seed and cumin, that's a lovely, another texture, another flavour. It's a really great example about why people don't need to put protein on a plate to make a delicious, modern, elegant, sophisticated, potentially winning dish. I love it.
I'm just loving the fact that you ran down to the local Coles and produced what is a restaurant quality dish. Beautiful, Sarah. Well done. Great stuff.
I'm looking at that last bit there.
Go for it, please. Thanks, guys.